Yeah, let's go to a different claim, one which is even, like I said, probably the most provocative claim we've ever come up with. Patients lost 1.5 inches from their waist over 60 days from a cream. Right? And nobody's actually shaking their head, which is surprising. Usually when I tell people, they're like, you must be joking. How was the Barry Manilow concert? Did you have a lot to drink? That sort of thing. So what we did before we came out with a product like this was start with, there's a lot of primary ingredient research on ingredients that seem to have done something. A lot of these studies come out of Europe and France, that were done in France, Spain, and Italy. Put those together and then said, okay, and the doctors we wanted to work with wanted to see good clinical evidence. So we set up a double-blind, placebo-controlled study. It was an independent study. We didn't pay for it. It was done by a practice who just, we provided the product and we provided the placebo. That study then was presented at the American Society of Plastic Surgery in the Hot Topic session that was in November last year. And actually from that now it went into I think New Beauty covered it briefly, but also some other sort of magazines are sort of picking it up. So what did the results look like? Well, one of the results was this. Yeah, it looks good. The problem was taking cellulite pictures. If you speak to somebody like Dr. Matthew Avram, whose brother actually has been using us for many years, but he, they're just very skeptical. The problem with taking pictures of cellulite is that it's so light dependent. So yes, you do see results, but it's extraordinarily hard to standardize. I mean, these are the results you see, so they're good. So I think one of the nice ways to go about these things is also to look at numbers and measurements, and so because then you can calculate p-values and you can get your statistician friends and epidemiologist friends to sort of run the regressions for you and stuff like that. And that's what we did. So what we did, we measured different around the arms, around the waist, around the hips. It was a 60-day double-blinded placebo, just to make sure. Double-blinded means obviously that the doctor and the patient doesn't know whether or not they've got the real product or not. And what we saw was an improvement. It was, as I said, an average of 1.5 inches. The interesting thing is we also saw a placebo effect. If you look at the picture on the top left, the blue, maybe I should use this laser pointer. I feel like Luke in Star Wars, except I'm pointing it the wrong way. I wouldn't be good as Luke in Star Wars. All right, let's use this one here. This placebo here. What you can see is roughly 40% of the people actually saw results just putting on the cream. This is on their hips and improvements, significant improvements over a 60-day period, twice a day. That's quite a lot. On the other hand, more than 80%, or roughly 80%, saw it using the cream. And now that's not surprising, because if you start putting something on, in many, you start taking care of yourself in better. Whether it's you think that you should be eating better, you think you should be doing exercise, and so it's not surprising that you see improvements in placebo groups. But the important thing is that you have statistical significance between your placebo group and your control. The final p-value on this study was 0.009. Now, I'm not going to go show you all the other charts on it, but I think it's another indicator. If you can't, it works. That's all I get to say. And there's a lot of different sort of technologies that we use in our products, and I think it's really important that if you want to look into the technology, it's always available for you. You don't want to overwhelm your patients with it, but I think you can sort of be confident that the products you buy from the people who are here are going to be good. I mean, I say that obviously in my company I'm sort of biased, but also for anybody else you see here. I mean, the amount of work and money that is going into this industry in cosmeceuticals is phenomenal, and we've got some very good scientists who are doing very good things. Okay, so I'm just going to finish off one thing. So the first point was what you want to do is you want to give something special to your patients. Secondly, you want to make sure that it works. So how do you make sure that that's successful in your business? And I'd say this, just reiterate what Wendy mentioned before, is like keep it simple. What we're trying to do is give you some sort of starter kits. You want to have training, and we never even consider sort of setting up a practice without having all the staff members trained. All these sort of things that are listed here are crucial. What we'll do, it's not a huge investment. You're talking, a lot of the machines you're buying can be tens of thousands of dollars, maybe even $100,000. You're talking for less than $1,000, you can get good skincare into your practices. It's a great supplement, and we can help you be successful, and that's what we're here to do. Thank you.